Whenever you guys send me country music, I always get a little bit nervous because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, in terms of my musical taste here, But a lot of my Patreon members have been able to find these gold nuggets that I didn't know I would like, and I end up really enjoying the record. There are subgenres of country, such as like bluegrass, that I really, really enjoy. Traditional country music, I've always hate is a strong word, but I've always just found, not interesting. A lot of it sounds the same to me with a different story. So, but the beauty of doing these music reactions, you find people that have a similar palette that you have, and they be like, hey, you might have thought you didn't like this music, but check this one out. And that's what we're doing today. I got a Patreon request from Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. And it's to check out a gentleman by the name of Jamey Johnson, and the song is titled In Color. Now, before we get started, if you like this type of content, do me a big favor and like the video. If you want to stay up to date whenever I post, subscribe and hit that notification bell. The engagement tells me to put out more content like this, and it helps the channel go. Plus, I truly appreciate it. And also leave a comment down below if you just so happen to be a fan of Mr. Johnson here, or your favorite artist in general. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, let's go.
I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? It's all black and white, and it ain't real clear. Is that you there? He said, yeah, I was 11. And times were tough back in 35. That's me and Uncle Joe just trying to survive a cotton farm and a Great Depression.
Oh yeah, that's way back.
If it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. Oh, and this one here was taken overseas in the middle of hell in 1943 in the wintertime. Almost see my breath. That was my tail gunner, old Johnny McGee. He was a high school teacher from New Orleans, and he had my back right through the day we left.
All right, so there's no doubt that Jamey Johnson has a golden voice, that baritone, thick, really, really, really great vocals for this record, and the production sounds amazing. I also saw like the views for the original video of this one, and it's what I would call a viral video. It's over 100 million views. So this is a tried and true, well loved. I imagine one of his biggest hits in terms of his catalog. 120 something million views. So my opinion means nothing. All right. Now, when I say that country music is hit or miss with me, what I mean is a lot of country music is why I'm laughing, because I was laughing at his accent, which I like the accent, but it's easy to make fun of, when you're making fun of country music. And I was like, man, whenever I listen to country music, I get the feeling that my wife is cheating on me and my truck needs a new transmission and my dog is dying. All right. But, I'm not a comedian, but I've said this since I was 16, but I said it a lot funnier. But in this one, he's telling a story, and country music is known for their stories about the Great Depression. I do remember a little bit about that in history class, and boy, those were tough times. And one would almost think we're heading there today. You would think as fast as inflation is arising and as fast as tech is going, but that's a different story. Now, how do I feel about the song 1 minute and 32 seconds in? I like country music that has unique melodies. Okay, a unique sound, something unique about it, because a lot of country music sounds similar to me, and I know that one of the key themes in country music is the stories, which he's telling a great story in this one. Okay, but in my opinion, if I'm not feeling the record, the melody, and everything else, the story doesn't really appeal to me if I'm not going to listen to it again, if it doesn't appeal to my taste. Okay, now for this specific song, it sounds like a traditional country record that I've always ignored. Okay, now I'm going to continue to play a little bit more of it, all right, just to see, but right off the bat, it's nothing that speaks to me about this record that makes me want to play it again. But we'll keep it going and see. But I do enjoy the story. He has an amazing voice. The production sounds incredible. All that good stuff. It just sounds standard for country music for me.
If it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. This one is my favorite one. This is me and Grandma in the summer sun, all dressed up the day we said our vows. You can't tell it here, but it was hot that June. That rose was red and her eyes were blue, and just look at that smile. I was so proud.
All right.
That's the story of my life, right there in black and white. And if it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color.
Definitely a great chorus. If I was an A&R, I would definitely. Who wouldn't sign this artist? Who wouldn't say that this isn't a hit? Okay, so don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that the music is trash by any means. I'm just talking about for my specific palette and what I like to listen to, on my different playlists of different music. Okay, it's a hit. All right, I get it. All right, but how do you feel about the record? Okay, for those of you who are fans of Mr. Johnson here, is this a song that you listen to? I'm speaking specifically to country music fans, all right? Is this a go-to for you? For me, it's, with all due respect, it's all right. It's cool. You know what I mean? It's not a bad song by any means. It's cool. I don't care how many views it has, but it doesn't bring me to come back to wanting to listen to it again, okay? There's some parts of it that I like. He has an amazing voice, and I'm pretty sure he probably has a lot in the arsenal that I would enjoy, even from some of my favorite artists. They have countless songs that I don't enjoy. But this one it's okay. It's just okay for me. And it's not something that I would come back to listening to in terms of the melody of the song. It's very, I don't know, I'm trying to say things without sounding disrespectful, because I know we live in a sensitive culture today. It's boring. It's boring. It's a boring song. And, for the most part, and, it's not something that I would come back to listen to. I'll just put it like that. You know what I mean? Sorry, Lisa, don't be mad at me. I know you like to pick different music for me to check out and listen to, and you want my honest opinion, you have it. Okay. You want to get me some good bluegrass or a certain type of artist, yeah, you probably can get me in there. But for this is all right. This is all right, but it's not bad, but it's not something that I'd be interested in coming back to for my palette. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Should have seen it in color.